All right, let me just get right to it.
Let's go.
Right to the meat and potatoes. 99 in your program, number one in your heart here in Los Angeles. How good is Aaron Donald?
The best thing going besides, I can't say that, since sliced bread. I mean, you know what? I was watching him in the game.
Yes.
And they had put him in that Mike Marks. When you remember, man, Mike Marks used to talk about the 99 championship game?
Yeah.
Where he said he just threw everything in the kitchen sink at me?
Yes.
That's what they did in the first half of this game. And for some reason, the Cincinnati Bengals and their quarterback decide to wake this monster up. I mean, you give him the sack because you don't run out of bounds or, he pushes you. No problem. Then they decide to smash him they hit him in the face, Rich, and they woke this monster up. They went to scheming with just a little wrinkle in the defense to mug the center. Mm-hmm. And my God, did he wake up and go through that guard. Ran right through him and just turned it up. And then Von Miller turned it up on the last drive.
Right.
I was on the phone with a friend of mine who used to be a Hall of Fame voter, and he was like, listen, Sapp, Joe Burrow is driving it. I said, listen here, son, this is a pass rusher's dream right now. I just need one. I just need one rush right now, and I'm a world champion.
Right.
There's no way Joe Burrow gets away, not with that O-line. And today, 2-3 days after the Super Bowl, we still can't name those 5 guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, you can't have the offensive player of the year, comeback player of the year, whatever Joe Burrow was, all these beautiful things, and have him under that kind of pressure in that kind of situation for the World Championship. He didn't have a chance to look at anybody, and they showing me Jamar Chase made Jalen Ramsey fall.
Right.
The front and the back end work together.
Yes,
if you got no way to see it, he ain't open.
We quote you all the time about that front and the back end work together. So, all right, rewind a little bit. So that moment when Burrow gets hit by Donald, and I mean, he hit him legally.
No sack. Oh, but out of bounds?
Out of bounds.
Come on.
Right.
His foot, he pushed him.
Oh, he pushed him. Right?
He wasn't out of bounds. He was not. No foul.
He was clearly in the field of play. No doubt. And ready to be hit.
All these linemen, go get your quarterback. Go back to the huddle. Leave this monster alone. You just gave him a sack. So let him get his gift wrap sack, go back to the huddle, and now find a way to block him again and then go drive the ball. Do not push this man in the face and wake him up. Now you got all 11 riled up. Mm-hmm. Trust me.
I remember that moment. And then, of course, he comes up with the sack to stop the drive.
After they mugged the center, he runs right through the guard. He runs through him.
Right, and then that kept him to 3 after the pick, after the touchdown to start the second half, and that kept it a one-score game, and then obviously Donald calling game at the end of the game. So it's interesting. I'm Warren Sapp here on the Rich Eisen Show. You talking about throwing kitchen sinks and all that sort of stuff at him. What do you make of a 30-year-old saying he's thinking of retiring, even though he hasn't said it, but word out there is that he's thinking of retiring? Do you believe it? What do you think?
Yes. I mean, the money they're giving them, why not put it somewhere and invest in Bitcoin or whatever, crypto, and go sit on the beach and enjoy your children, because he's done enough. Look at the resume.
He's in your room.
No, he's above me. He's above me.
He's above you.
Listen, Rich, I looked at this thing with the 7 straight All-Pros. I can't name a guard that he's going against, but he's still 7 straight All-Pros. Mm-hmm. He's still rushing the hell out of that quarterback. He can get it.
That's why I'm saying, retiring.
I don't like his run game play. Not at all, because you can't never show me a game where somebody ran the ball at me 40 times and beat me. How did you move the ball? You run it 40 times. Where did you move it at on these run plays? Because that ain't going down, not for 4 quarters. Nah, I hate that part of his game, but everything else, impeccable.
So you do. I'm trying to get inside the mindset of somebody in that trench.
He'll be the 6th first ballot Hall of Fame defensive tackle, behind me, Mean Joe Green, Merlin Olsen, Bob Lilly, and Randy White. That's a 6-pack that you do not want to see on any Sunday afternoon. And then Johnny Randall was backing us up. It's unbelievable. So we got a collection. It's a collection of great men that played the game at the defensive tackle position, and he's right there with all of us.
Well, I'm just trying to get inside the trenches where a 30-year-old would even be thinking,
they tell you finish at 30. Remember?
Well, it's running back.
That's across the board. Look it up. See how many defensive linemen are 30 years plus and have 10 sacks. It's less than 15.
So you think it would be
me, Reggie White,
right.
Bruce Smith, Johnny Randall, a couple other guys like that, Leslie O'Neal or something like that, some guys like that. But it's less than 10 or 15. It's only 10 or 15 of us.
So you believe the conversation that he might be thinking of retiring?
Yeah, I mean, when you get bounced around and pinball around in that thing, I mean, them hips and them arms, and you ache. You ache. I mean, I played 13 good years in this thing, and it hurt. I got a new hip, and I'm ready to ride my bike and do the fishing and scuba and everything that I do, but this game will take a toll on you.
So it's believable.
It's definitely believable.
He just looks like Adonis, and he makes it look so easy. So it's kind of surprising.
Does,
no, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of surprising that because again, that's
what's left. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, World Champion, Pro Bowls, All Pros.
I don't know.
Matched by none, except maybe Bob Lilly and Merlin Olsen and Mean Joe, because I think he had 10. Yeah, those guys are 10, 12, 13, 14 years like that. So he's halfway there.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.